Okay, well, my video today here is about Olight BATON S2A2. This is kind of a review slash what I think is the best flashlight or torch that you can buy and should be put in everybody's EDC. I've been using this thing for about 2 years now. It has a magnetic bottom that you charge through that as well. Clips right on the bottom to charge it. On its moonlight setting, when you hold the button down, will last 45 days while being on constantly, which I find is pretty amazing. Didn't totally believe it when I bought it, but I've had this thing for 2 years and I've only charged this thing 3 times. It has 3 light settings, and the last light setting goes up to 1100 lumens. It also has a little light indicator, which you can tell how much it's been used. It's all rubbed off. But this is Olight S2A BATON II. An amazing little flashlight. I'm a contractor, self-employed, and I've always carried a flashlight, anything from Milwaukee to energizers and everything else. And the last thing that I like to have happen is you go to a job and you need to use your flashlight and the batteries are dead. This thing in 2 years has never failed me, has never run out of juice on the job. And even when it is about to run dead and I still really need my flashlight, I turn it on that moonlight setting and it is just enough to really see what you're doing. Comes in this little velvet bag. I ended up buying another one of these exact ones and gave it to my wife. And then I also bought and after 2 years or 1.5 years of having it, I ended up getting, my camera will focus here, which doesn't seem to want to at the moment. There we go. The BATON 3 Pro. It's about the same exact size. It's just a tiny bit bigger. But it has a little bit more life to it. And this one goes into my bug out bag, as everybody likes to talk about these days. Because after 1.5 years, you can tell the freaking paint's coming off my button. And one thing too that is a real nice bonus is this thing's waterproof. I've taped it to a stick. I was working on a dock and I am dropping one of the bolts that I needed in the water. So I got a stick and I taped this flashlight to it, and the magnet on here is extremely powerful. I picked up what I needed to out of the water without issue. And this thing has never let me down. So I figured I'd start my videos here. Something that I use every day, is in my pocket every day. And though it's not Streamlight, I did a cost, comparison between Streamlight and Olight. I wanted the best. If I was going to spend the money to get a good flashlight, which one would I go with? And I looked at all the Streamlights, and rechargeable and everything else, and the time that it lasts. And this thing was what I had found through all my research, for battery life, waterproof, has a Cree LED in there. It also has a protective system too. If there's something covering the lens, it will dim itself so it doesn't get too hot and melt anything, which I found was pretty nice as well. But yeah, all my research, Olight has some really, really great products. And for anybody's kit, I think this is the way to go. Even for a contractor and, uses that flashlight in dark, cramped spaces. Even clip it to your hat if you want to, clip it to your shirt. Nothing against Streamlight, but I think for most people, if you do have an extra few dollars to spend, because they're not the cheapest flashlight in the world, but they're a little bit better price than Streamlight. As far as with the quality and the length of battery and the features that you get with this flashlight compared to some of the Streamlights, this was the best bang for my buck. And I honestly couldn't be happier with the product. I don't have some of them to show you today, but I even got a couple of the Olight. They're like little lamps for like the kids. They're waterproof. They have fun using them in the bathtub and everything else. They last like 25 hours, on a single charge. So great for power outages, and even they're perfect for like a night light for the kids when the power's out. They have a lot of great products. I would recommend and for you to check them out. But thank you. That's enough. I think I chewed everybody's ear off enough about the flashlight. I just think it's an amazing product. And, anybody who picks one of these up would not be sorry they did. Have a great day.